Yo, let's talk about mentors and how me getting a mentor literally changed my life. So I used to be of the volition that getting a mentor or paying someone for advice is stupid, right? And probably you guys have that same mindset, which kind of makes sense because why would I pay someone for advice? There's free information online. Why would I pay for someone's advice? You should. And if you want to get to that goal of reaching your goal faster and actually reaching it, right? Because most of the time, I mean, I spent 10 years trying to figure it out on my own without a mentor. And guess what? Guess where it got me? Absolutely nowhere. So I'd rather just have pay the price, get to my result, and get to my goal. And I'm still paying for mentors. It doesn't really matter where I go up, and it doesn't matter how high I go up. If I hit 100K months, 200K months, 300K months, $1 million months, I'm still going to pay for mentors because I want advice. I want shortcuts. That is the easiest way to get a shortcut. So especially for the people in the info product space, it doesn't make sense to me why you guys aren't willing to actually pay for advice when you're asking other people to pay for advice. It's actually kind of insane that you have that mindset yourself. So I don't recommend that. It's actually kind of stupid to do that. Pay for advice. I paid $8,000 to my mentor for him to give me a step-by-step advice on how to freaking scale my business and grow my business and get my first sale. I literally, as soon as I hired my mentor, I hit my first 5K month after getting zero sales, right? I was just I was pissed. I don't know why I wasn't getting any sales. And then boom, I hit my first 5K month once I hired a mentor. Isn't that crazy? Because he was already doing 20, 30K months. So he knew what I needed to do to actually get the sale. It's that simple, guys. All this time, you realize that you're wasting a lot of time by not hiring the right people or paying for advice, right? Because that's what I did, and it actually ended up working for me to the point where now now whenever I need help, I just pay some advice. Just give me the time. I want my time back, right? Just tell me what I need to do and I'll execute. Another thing is when you pay for a mentor, ideally you want someone who's doing exactly what you want, right? So I hired someone who's running a tech boot camp, right? I'm not gonna hire a general person. I want someone who's specifically in the tech space, right? That way, then I know, okay, they have the same problems as me. They're in the same market as me. They can help me solve my problems, right? Ideally, those are the best mentors because they know exactly what you need to do to get to your goal, right? So that's what I ended up doing. It ended up really working out for me, and that is really what changed my life, was paying for that mentor. And I refused to do this. I don't know why. I was dumb. I had an ego. I thought I knew everything. I thought I watched every YouTube video, understood everything. There's more than just a couple of YouTube videos. There's more that we do day to day when running a business that you have to understand, right? There's a lot of things that you do that you just have to. You're gonna need specialized advice that only someone who's been through it can help you, right? Because not that many. It's hard to find these individuals, right? You can't ask your friend on the street. You can't ask random people who don't even have businesses. They're going to be useless in terms of advice. They don't know exactly your market. They don't understand how it works. They don't understand. They're not even in this space, so they don't even know your problems, right? It's like asking a fat person who's never been to the gym, hey, give me some workout advice. They're not going to give you any advice, right? But the thing with YouTube is you're getting advice, but it's not really personalized, specifically tailored to your specific situation. So that's where a lot of people struggle with, right? And it's kind of surprising, people who come from a successful family, right? For example, let's say your father was a really successful entrepreneur. Most likely, you're gonna get all of those tips passed down to you, right? Throughout all those years. So, and that's why it's so easy for them to be successful in their goals, right? So that's kind of what's surprising to me, and what I've seen in the industry is that you're selling, especially the people in the info product space, pay for coaching. Pay for coaching. Coaching is everything. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you heartache, and it's going to prevent you from having this ego that you have, right? Because I had this ego that I knew everything, even though I wasn't even making a dime, right? So don't make the same mistakes I made. It's really going to haunt you in the future. It really is, because I spent 10 years trying to figure out this online money-making online space, and I didn't make a dime, and I was so pissed. Hi, can I get a medium Coke Zero?
Okay.
Can I get a medium Diet Coke?
Medium Diet Coke?
Yep.
Okay.
That'll be it. Thank you. Always drink diet drinks, guys, by the way. Do not drink regular Coke, or just drink Coke Zero, because this is literally the exact same thing, and sugar is really bad for you. But back to my point about mentors. when you hire someone to teach you exactly how to do stuff, it cuts the nonsense, and it gives you personalized advice. And a good mentor knows what you need to work on, right? For example, my mentor told me, hire a setter. And I was just like, why do I need a setter? I'm doing all the setting on my own. I'm doing that on my own. I don't need a setter. And I kind of waited until I finally hired one, and my business went to 10K a month, right? It's like, wait a minute. Just shut up and listen. Shut up and listen. If you shut up and listen, you can easily get to where you need to get to. The hardest part is that people don't want to shut up and listen, right? They're ahead of me. They know what they're doing. They know what's best for me. So I'm just going to follow their advice. It's that simple. So if you are going to hire a mentor, you need to shut up and listen to whatever they tell you to do, right? Put the blame on them if it doesn't work out, you know what I'm saying? But you want to follow everything to a T, because as soon as you start doing things on your own, thinking this is going to work better for me, when you have zero industry experience, like, you're wasting your time. You're absolutely wasting your time. If you are going to get a mentor, you have to also be a really good student. So people say, oh, hire a mentor, get a mentor. Learn how to be a really good student as well. A good student moves fast. Mentors hate people because right now I mentor people for free. Like, I just mentor like people that who I see are hungry and need advice. The first thing I look for is that people who I want to mentor is, are they moving quick? Are they moving fast? When I say, hey, make a YouTube channel, did they make the YouTube channel that same day? Did they record the video that same day? I look for those kind of people, because those people they're going to succeed by far. Like, I have no doubt in those individuals. The people who are just lazy, spend a whole week, you tell them to make an ad, they spent like 3 days and they haven't even made an ad. Those people are not going to succeed, right? So that's kind of where things are at right now, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. It really is. Yes, sir. You go. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, but being a good student is going to change your life as much as having a mentor as well. So humble yourself, right? You don't know everything. You don't know everything. You really don't. If you have that mindset, everything's going to be easy for you. Awesome. Thank you. Yep. All right. Finally got my Diet Coke. Literally just came back from the gym, by the way. You know what's crazy? This McDonald's right here is actually the one I used to go to almost every day for work. I'm a McDonald's fanboy, by the way, but I used to go to this McDonald's every single day, or like work day, because I used to work at my old office before I quit that job. But yeah, it's bringing back old memories. I love going back to Old Memory Road just to humble myself. In fact, I'm gonna drive through my office, actually, my old office, just to show you guys everything there. But I'll probably make this in another video. By the way, I'm trying to upload videos like crazy and provide as much value as I possibly can. But going back to the mentor thing, if you're a shitty student, you're gonna have shitty results, right? And you're gonna have to basically humble yourself to the point where whatever your mentor tells you to do, whether it's make an ad, make a video, do this, do not question it. Shut up and listen. And when you shut up and listen, everything else becomes easy. Because when you shut up and listen, you're just going to follow the advice. You're not doing things on your own, right? And the whole point of hiring a mentor is so they can guide you through their own mistakes and save you time, right? People say get books, but I believe in mentors are more valuable than books. Books are also really good. I used to read a lot of books back in the days, but they don't give you tangible advice. And also another thing is like the accountability aspect. Having a mentor does help you with accountability, but you don't get a mentor to help you become accountable. But there is that accountability aspect, and also that sunk cost fallacy aspect as well. When you've paid money to a mentor and you're like, shit, I paid him $8,000. I have to make my money back. And that mindset that you get from paying that money is going to help you make that money back, right, in turn, by growing your business or your sales and everything. So that's kind of how it is, right? And that's kind of the point where if you follow what they say, you find a mentor who's actively making money in what you want to do specifically, right? Whether it's sales, whether they're in the SMA space, whether in the dropshipping space, it doesn't really matter. Find a mentor who's doing exactly what you want, pay them whatever you can, and try to have as close contact with the individual as possible, right? I believe in the mentorship programs, like where people like offer like these programs are nice, but ideally you want to find someone who you can actually call anytime, and someone who you can have direct access to, right? And ideally someone who's not selling how to do what they're doing, right? They're more just doing the business model, and then if someone hits them up, they'll say, hey, sure, I'll mentor you. That's kind of what I did, right? That's kind of a hack for you guys. If you're looking for a mentor, have someone who is actually not actively selling a mentorship program, but rather someone who is doing the business. Basically, like for example, I found someone who's already running a tech boot camp, right? I didn't find someone who's teaching people how to run a tech boot camp, right? They already make money from the tech boot camp, right? Not from their coaching, right? You know how people make money from their courses, but they don't actually make money doing the trading or whatever bullshit they do. Find someone who's actually making money doing that and is not selling how to do that. Those are the right people you want to talk to. But you got to pay for their time. Pay for their fucking time, guys. Stop being cheap. Being cheap has led me down wasting time. So cheap equals waste of time and no results. So it's all up to you. Either save up some cash. You guys, especially in America, this is for people in America. If you're in America, save up the cash and pay for a mentor. It's worth it. It's so worth it, guys. So please go ahead and do that. It's going to change your life, and peace.